They say that what happens in Las Vegas stays in Las Vegas.
They're still trading, and it's going to get hot again down the stretch.
Heavyweight champion of the world!
When the best fight the best in boxing, it unites fans worldwide in anticipation and elevates our sport above all others.
Morales takes over the fight with his right hand.
But for every mega fight we enjoy, there are the ones that got away.
At the time, when I beat Costa-Do, I think I could beat anyone at like welterweight.
The spectacular showdowns craved by many that boxing power brokers were unable to deliver. Often, alongside injuries and stalled discussions, it's the boxing politics that gets in the way.
The speed, the triple shot there. In slow motion, they look quick.
As fighters, promoters, and networks each argue over who is the draw, the A side, and which is worthy of the biggest slice of the pie. As usual, please click thumbs up, subscribe, and press the bell button, as this time we take a look at the mega fights that could have changed everything. Welcome to a Motivedia presentation.
I have been in a lot of arenas since the 1980s for big fights. Few have been as electric as this one.
That right hand and what a sublime right uppercut up the middle by Mayweather.
Well, look at that. What a beautiful body shot.
Floyd Mayweather has not lost a step.
When critics scan over the unblemished record of Floyd Mayweather Jr., they often look for supposed blots in the resume, like the first fight with Jose Luis Castillo.
Definitely not the fight that this announced team was watching at ringside.
Or wins over champions past their peak.
You know, 10-time world champion at 6 different weight classes. He proved himself, but he couldn't beat the best. Pretty boy Floyd tonight.
The names that got away, the what-ifs, those fighters he never faced who could have possibly cracked the impenetrable Mayweather code.
Paul, the Punisher Williams.
Boasting a huge frame at 147, rangy southpaw Paul Williams had the size and reach to trouble anyone.
What a performance by young Paul Williams.
He bettered Mexico's Antonio Margarito.
It would certainly appear that Williams, with his range and his volume of punches, has thrown Margarito for a little bit of a loop.
Who many saw as another legitimate threat to Floyd.
And Floyd Mayweather reportedly turning down $8 million paydays to fight Antonio Margarito.
For so long, Mayweather also dangled the payday to Amir Khan.
And what I saw of Floyd today, he's very beatable. It'll be like a game of chess, but I know that I'll win that game of chess against him.
Right now, Amir Khan is faster than Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. Now I know why Floyd Mayweather doesn't want to fight Amir Khan. Now I know why.
A flawed fighter who possessed the hand speed and bubbling energy to possibly push Floyd outside his comfort zone.
Oh, terrific blurring hand speed from Khan.
There's the fast hands you see there. It's that fast right hand of Khan. You just can't see it coming.
Time to throw down, as they say.
Unbelievable. What a night in Las Vegas. In your living room.
Between the pair, Juan Manuel Marquez and Eric El Terrible Morales engaged in multiple wars with common opponents such as Manny Pacquiao and Marco Antonio Barrera.
Because exchanges like this show Morales' tenacity and determination.
Which is even more surprising that these two Mexican warriors, who never ducked a challenge, failed to face one another in the ring.
What you just saw was a really good young fighter knocked out by a great old fighter.
Both men have their own reasons. While Morales engaged in numerous headline battles, Marquez toiled at a lower level for his big shot.
That's another knockdown. He's not getting up, Jim. He's not getting up, Jim. He's not getting up.
Each highlights their 7 combined bouts with Pacquiao as a measuring stick to enhance his case for victory.
What a right hand by Morales. Pacquiao's in trouble.
The featherweight division is a gift that keeps giving to boxing.
But the truth is that between weight classes and title opportunities, these proud champions were never quite in the right place at the right time to make it happen.
In his prime, there was nothing like him.
They keep wheeling him out. He keeps knocking him over.
He's so good and he hit so hard that he don't even think about it. Ain't nobody gonna mess with him.
He was a wrecking ball that tormented heavyweight rivals.
Left hand almost drove Richardson right through the
the canvas.
Iron Mike's crushing finishes and ruthless nature mesmerized the viewing public, though unfortunately, he never got to test his power against two other huge hitters of the time.
Tua enters the ring with a tremendous sense of destiny.
Combination by David Tua.
But when Tua can get that punch in against anybody, I don't care who they are, he will hurt them.
While big punching Samoan David Tua could be outboxed, his solid chin and devastating left hook finisher would have made him a live and dangerous operator for Tyson to contend with during the mid-90s.
David Tua left the building tonight. Thank you very much.
Now, I want this Mike Tyson.
Is it gonna
I
happen?
will assure you I'll do it in the same fashion, 1 or 2 rounds.
Competing in the second incarnation of an already stellar career, George Foreman showed against Michael Moorer that he could soak up punishment, outlast an opponent, and land the big right hand.
Down goes Moore on a right hand. It happens. It happens.
In fact, despite the fight being ventured, it was said Mike Tyson wanted no part of Big George at all.
So I learned to really develop power from punches, guys who were down low. He was smart enough to understand that.
One heavyweight clash that should certainly have taken place is Lennox Lewis versus Riddick Bowe.
Yo, bring it on, man.
I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna bring it. You ain't said nothing but a word. Freddie Ryder was afraid of you.
I'm gonna knock you out.
You're a chump. You're gonna knock nothing out, boy.
I'm gonna knock you out.
After Lewis knocked out Bowe in the 1988 Olympic Games to claim super heavyweight gold,
So, Lennox Lewis has won the gold in the super heavyweight division. We'll be back.
these talented contemporaries were on a collision course to settle their score in the pros.
There's a guy down there, Lennox Lewis.
Ugly bum. I'll knock him out.
Are we gonna call you Chicken Bowl or what?
Or so we thought. Rather than defend against his old rival in a pre-agreed format to crown an undisputed heavyweight king, Bowe infamously threw his WBC belt in the trash. Critics apportioned some of the blame in the direction of Bowe's charismatic manager, Rock Newman, who made lopsided negotiating demands.
We will not be dictated to by anyone. We struggled to get this far, and we're going to continue to do it our way.
While Lewis's manager, Frank Maloney, toiled to get a better deal for his client.
Elegant gentleman outside the ring, but you can see what he's like in the ring.
Ultimately, boxing suffered by not seeing these titans clash for a second time.
Roy Jones may be a member of the NRA, the way he's using Hall as a target practice here.
A fight between Roy Jones Jr. and Nigel Benn would have been a fascinating boxer versus punching spectacle had they reached an agreement, as was close to happening on more than one occasion. In '92, Jones was mooted to fight the reigning WBC super middleweight champion, but instead slimmed down to middleweight for the not insignificant task of boxing Bernard Hopkins for a vacant world strap.
Roy Jones Jr.
The fight reared its head again in the mid-90s at 168.
I want to fight Roy Jones. I know everyone talks about Roy Jones being this, being that. Roy Jones is bad, but I know for a fact fighting Roy Jones would be my last fight.
The terms could not be agreed. The intense, wild, swinging power of a raw prime Ben would be a handful for anyone.
This is a bullying performance from Ben, but he's got a job to do, and he'll do it until he's told to stop.
Yet the uniquely skilled athleticism of Jones Jr. proved too much for many a fine opponent across his years spent at the top.
Great left hand was spectacular.
Because it was so quick, he didn't see it. And those are the punches that do the most damage.
Stationed in Mickey Rourke's gym on a stateside line across to a UK chat show, brash American middleweight James Toney goaded rivals Nigel Benn and Chris Eubank.
I don't care who wins, and I'll fight either one of them. I mean, I'll fight both of them on the same night if you want.
Ben engaged as Eubank quietly brooded. A matchup between the defensive master Toney and the solid, skillful Eubank would have been an intriguing affair.
Ben is shaken. The eyes wash red. Let's look at the finish of the belt.
It's all over in the 9th round.
Tony just took him apart. That's it. It's over.
As their cross-Atlantic confrontation suggested,
When I see you, I'm gonna beat you and your mama's.
any subsequent press conferences and pre-fight build-up involving the duo had the potential to add further spice to an already high-level encounter.
And there's a left hand, and that drops.
The abrasive, trash-talking persona of a talented Toney, knocking on the door of world honors, mixed with the bizarrely laconic deliveries of the undefeated upper statesman Eubank, would have also made for box office fare.
Joe Calzaghe vacated his title rather than 5 minutes.
Listen, Froch a top fighter, but listen, I was the best, undefeated for a reason, mate.
Even with both former champions now enjoying retirement, quotes still routinely fly across the media between Joe Calzaghe and Carl Froch, flaring debate of what would have happened had these lauded British fight figures met.
And this place has just become electrified. Froch smells blood here. Using his jab, eats a right hand, another right hand, and he goes down.
Both blessed with innate courage and chins of steel, each man proved his top-level worth many times over.
Beautiful uppercut.
As Calzaghe's career ended, WBC challenger Froch hunted him down for a shot. Calzaghe had his eyes set on conquering America. Froch took possession of the vacant title left behind.
Joe Calzaghe's next. If he gets himself out of that armchair, gets himself back in the gym, let's have a fight for the British fans and the rest of the world.
Seeing the clash of styles between classy southpaw Calzaghe with his speed and tactical versatility take on the up-and-coming toughness and power of Cobra Froch would have been a more appetizing conclusion to the rivalry. With both men very much on a career ascension around the same time, a fight between Ricky Hatton and Miguel Cotto would have been a phone box blockbuster.
Welterweight champion of the world. Boy, this crowd is getting their money's worth, and they're only 9 minutes in.
UK favorite Hatton had taken Costa Zoo's world title, unified with Carlo Mausa, and smashed Jose Luis Castillo's ribcage apart.
And this fight is over.
Meanwhile, Puerto Rican hero Cotto had knocked out Zab Judah, outpointed Sugar Shane Mosley, and showcased his power and adaptability on numerous occasions. In late 2007, Hatton was defeated by common opponent Floyd Mayweather.
This fight is over. Floyd Mayweather has a knockout victory over Ricky Hatton.
Months later, Cotto came unstuck against the unrelenting aggression of Mexico's Antonio Margarito. Stars waned and the pair drifted apart. Hatton and Cotto were never again close to blending their perfectly natural clash of styles.
No arguments with that.
Puerto Rico and the unified welterweight champion of the world, Felix Quito Trinidad.
9 months after Felix Trinidad had snatched away Oscar De La Hoya's coveted unbeaten record, Sugar Shane Mosley increased the Golden Boy's misery by handing him loss number 2.
And Shane Mosley is out hustling Oscar De La Hoya, working him, out fighting him when it matters most. No question.
At that time, Trinidad and Mosley were proving to be two of the hottest tickets in town.
Another savage left hook by Trinidad.
Moving up after leaving a trail of destruction at lightweight, Mosley was just growing into 147.
Normally a fighter cannot punch from that position, but Mosley has the speed.
While Trinidad was exiting the division.
Well, he's had enough.
With both men trained by their fathers and not known for backing down, it would have been a classic shootout had the pair been matched. A fast-handed mover in Mosley versus a heavy-handed left-hook finisher in Trinidad.
A pinpoint boxer who can thread the needle, but he does it with power.
Talk resurfaced of a Trinidad-Mosley clash in 2004, but it never materialized. As the matchups that never happened drift away into boxing mythology, it makes us realize, as fight fans, how special it is when the biggest attractions come to pass and the best fight the best.
Nobody is going to ask for their money back.
Rivalries to cherish across generations throughout weight classes. From Spence versus Crawford to Fury versus Joshua, we crave those exceptional era-defining nights once more.
And you begin to wonder, how did he get up from that?
We await the best fighting the best right now more than ever.